students, welcome back to Pace Academy. Here in this topic we will discuss furthermore questions on your genetics. So in genetics you all know that is transfer of information from the parents to the offsprings, maybe from your grandparents to you and again from you to your offsprings, right? So this pattern of exchange of your genetic material is different in different organisms. In your world there are very different types of organisms. In the same way, different organisms show different methods of exchanging your inheritance. Now let's take example of your human being itself. In human being, what is happening? All the females in human beings have XX chromosomes, which means both the, now what are these XX chromosomes? They are allosomes. They are nothing but your sex chromosomes. They will determine what are the features that the female offspring is going to get, right? So a female is always a homozygous element, XX. Whereas in this organisms, a male is a XY, right? Male is a XY. It means what? They both are different. X chromosome is larger compared to the Y chromosome, right? So in this, the elements are different. Whereas in this, they are homozygous. So who is the one who is determining the sex of the individual that is going to be born? Is your male. Because always remember, it may be any type of organism. 50% of the chromosomes come from the mother and 50 from the father. So if the 50 of your chromosomes are coming from the mother, you know both the chromosomes are homozygous, which means both are similar. So whatever the 50 and 50 which the mother is contributing is similar even if it is divided into half. But when you talk about your XY chromosome, in XY what is happening? X chromosome is different compared to Y. So 50% kids who are getting this Y chromosomes are turning into the males and 50% of them getting X are turning into females, right? So here you will come to know that there is no much contribution of the female in determining a sex of the individual. But coming to the male, based on the gamete or the sperm, the baby's gender is going to be defined. So this is what happens in human beings. What about other organisms? Right? In Drosophila also it is like human beings, but when you come to the butterflies, moth and different species, all of them have different types of inheritance. Now male heterogametic sex determination among the following. Now here key point in this question is heterogametic. Hetero mean both. Now every male has two chromosomes, right? It may be a male or a female. Hetero means different, homo means similar. So here they are asking which type of inheritance or which type of features are taken from a male who is heterozygous. Maybe XY or XO, right? So in this always we consider elements which have two chromosomes. Heterozygous condition means we are considering two chromosomes, whereas I do not consider this. Why? Because here O is not a chromosome, but when a chromosome is absent, when a chromosome is not present, then I consider this, or then I consider this eliminated chromosome as a O. It is not a special chromosome or it is not a heterozygous condition. There you find only one chromosome, that is X chromosome, right? Next, XXXO. So let's see all the options here. Remember, so XXXO, right? XO is what? XO is the male. But remember, here I said we are not considering if it is a O. Why? O means what? It is not a chromosome, but absence of a chromosome is determined by O. Whereas XXXY, yes, XXXY could be correct, but the thing is both are homozygous in condition, which means both are similar chromosomes. You can see here XY is similar. Next, ZO, ZW. Here when you see ZO, right? ZO has a O, which means the chromosome is absent. But when you observe here, it is ZW, where W is a different chromosome, Z is a different chromosome. Both dissimilar chromosomes. Again in the next method also, ZW is a different chromosome, ZZ is a homozygous condition. So I do not need a homozygous condition, right? So that is the reason ZW is considered. Next, XXXO. So here again both of them are homozygous in nature. Here again both of them are homozygous. This last two are homozygous. That is the reason we do not consider option 3 and 4, and option 2 is the correct one. Next, female heterogametic sex determination among the following. So now we are talking about only female gametes, whereas if you take humans, as said, XX is present in the females. So this should not be XX. Other than XX, if it is XO or if it is ZW and all, then I would consider it as a heterogametic condition. So what are the options here? You have, they are saying heterogametic, right? Here. Now XXYY. So both are homozygous, but when you see YY is not there in the only females but males. Next, XXXO method. Here O is not having this heterogametic condition. Here again XOZW. So here you see the first, always remember here there is a homozygous condition, here again homozygous condition, but here both it is different, which means these chromosomes are not similar to this one. Next, ZWZZ, ZOZZ. Here again you can see two of them are homozygous in nature, whereas here one is homozygous, one is heterozygous. Next, here both are heterozygous in nature. That is the reason your option 4 is correct. Next, XXXO method of sex determination is present in which organism? Is it in bugs? So this is a direct question. While teaching the XXXO or ZWZO type, I have said you to note down the examples, right? So bugs, grasshoppers, cockroaches, or all of these. Answer is all of these are having XXXO, which means one of the X chromosome is absent, which is the one which is determining the gender of the baby that is going to be born.